Hey all, welcome to Sea in the World. It's about where we go, what we feel, and how we live it.
Good morning, everybody. We're back at Myrtle Beach. This is like weekend three on the boat so far since we bought it. First weekend was a lot of cleanup. Second weekend was a bunch of maintenance.
And a lot more cleanup.
And a lot more cleanup. And I'm sure this weekend we have a little tiny hit list to do on the boat. I'm sure there's still a lot of cleanup left to do that we just haven't found yet. Probably going to attack the cockpit locker, get a few last things out of that, and just random stuff that collects on boats in the bellows for years that people don't need, and they refuse to throw away. It's the weirdest thing. We're very much a species of collectors.
Yes.
So yeah, what do you do? So anyways, so today's list, right? We got the upper helm steering that we got to figure out. I'm pretty sure it's got an airlock in it. We pumped it up to pressure before we left the boat last weekend. I'm going to go down, I'm going to check and see if it still has pressure on it. I'm hoping that it's pushed oil up to that helm, and it helps bleed it out a little bit, but we do have a bleed kit, and we do have the instructions on how to bleed the system properly. So hopefully, we get the air out of the system, we get our top helm working, because I really don't want to go all the way back to Charleston on a 2-day run and only have to use the lower helm.
Yes.
We can do that if we have to, but
Especially when it's so nice out.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to be up on the Flybridge when we're cruising the ICW.
Yeah.
Just for the views are spectacular.
And for visual.
Yeah,
You know,
and
we're
for visual.
looking out right now and y'all can't see it, but there's a great big log cruising down the ICW. And something we don't want to hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So Tammy's going to take some measurements for all the windows on the boat, because we have to replace all the windows on the boat. We knew that when we bought it.
Yeah.
So we knew a bunch of them leaked. So we put some silicone around the windows week 2.
Temporary fix last weekend,
yeah,
yep.
yeah, temporary fix just to stop the bleed,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yeah.
And
A Band-Aid.
yeah, it's a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
It's a Band-Aid on a open wound.
And once we're into our spot in Charleston, we're thinking Johns Island, but once we're at a spot in Charleston, we'll pull that Band-Aid off and we'll replace all the windows.
Yep.
But this
exactly.
week, while we're at home, I'll get the quotes for the glass.
Yeah, yeah. As much as we want to go right to our dock and just spend the whole summer hanging out on the boat on the weekends and getting it ready, poking around on odds and ends and little things. Unfortunately, the boat needs to be hauled
Yeah,
in
check
the
the
yard,
through hulls.
and there's just the gel coat is, you can't even say the gel coat is thin. There is bare fiberglass on this boat, and we'll take some video of that before we prime and paint the boat and get it ready for the loop. But we don't want to look like the hobos on the water with our broken boat, right? So
Well, we gotta preserve what's,
Yeah,
and
we
we
have
already
to
have
preserve
enough,
the boat,
yeah,
yeah.
we already have enough water damage now. We don't need more egress water coming in from fiberglass bare spots.
yeah, especially like
Yeah.
osmosis and stuff
Yeah.
like that through the fiberglass. 'Cause
Yeah,
contrary to popular belief, fiberglass is actually pretty porous.
yeah, so
So,
it's our to-do list. And today I'm also going to try the bimini. It's in rough condition, but we want to make sure that the pieces are all there before we take the main piece that's ripped to tatters back home, reinforce it for the time being until we get around to making a new one. So it doesn't make sense if the pieces aren't all there to fix it. So we have the isinglass, we have everything back on board. We're gonna put everything up, make sure it all fits, make sure it all works. If it does, take the pieces home, sew them, bring it back, put it back up.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to sew the bimini top and then
If it's not usable.
Yeah, or if I stitch it too tight, we can't get it back on.
Yes.
Or none of the panels fit because I've shortened it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so we're going to try to do that. You have to bear with us. This is our first day with our new selfie stick.
Motion camera. Motion operated
And
camera. It likes me.
It does like you.
It likes me.
It does.
I'm very photogenic.
That's fine. You can stay on you. It's all you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna have to lose some weight if I'm gonna be on camera.
You are on camera.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's true.
Yeah.
It adds 25 pounds.
It does. We're actually pretty thin and sporty. It's the camera that adds 25 pounds. Just remember that.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
agree.
we're going to finish our coffee. We're going to watch this beautiful view for another, I don't know, half an hour because it's just so hard to get motivated when you got a view like this. Y'all understand. And then we'll go from there and get our day started.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, maybe work on our little bit of a, not a Q&A, but maybe just our overall opinion on the boat so far, now that we've actually spent a tiny little bit of time on and we've started to maneuver around the boat and kind of get a feel for it, you know, kind of what do we like, what do we don't like, kind of a thing.
Yeah, so watch for that to come out soon.
Yep. Yeah, so it's always good to know people's opinions, especially other people that are looking for their loop boat. And we were all over the map when it came to a boat.
Yeah.
We knew what we wanted, but it was tough finding a boat that had kind of hit all the marks.
Yeah, but that'll be
You
the
know.
next one.
Yeah, that'll be the next video.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
Okay, see you in a little bit.
All right.